Good afternoon, and welcome in to another Titan Talk. Caps is joining us today.
Yeah, hi.
To talk all about ESET, as she'll be in the game as part of this update next week.
Yeah,
OB21's here already.
It is. It's been every 2 weeks, whether we like it or not. We are shipping an update.
Never stops.
And it just keeps going. So it's been 2 weeks. Well, it's not really. It's been a week since we shipped our last one, but 2 weeks since our last update show, and time to talk about what's coming in the next one, which is a lot of stuff, a lot of gameplay stuff in this one. So we have ESET, we have major new Conquest feature, we have 3 new items, we have another aspect, we've got a bunch of cosmetics, we got some other kind of quality of life stuff that's a little bit smaller because we've been doing so much other stuff. Busy day today, but first, people maybe don't know you.
Yeah.
Do you want to like you've been around for forever? They should know you.
Yeah.
But,
well, I don't know if they should. I've played since like alpha of SMITE 1, and then I started working here like after season 1 of SBL, and I've been here since. But back then I was like a streamer, and I also did some coaching for teams.
Yep.
Did a lot of theory crafting. I was like on the theory crafting side and doing a lot of the math.
And now you theory craft for us.
Sure. But yeah, and then when I moved into working here, I kind of stepped back a lot from streaming and stuff. So I don't expect people to really know me.
Old heads might, though. Especially if you look up on the Reddit, on the SMITE section, you'll see, we were just discussing before we came on air, actually, about how you used to do like recaps of what the mythology was behind the gods, and some of it not as safe for work as it
it was not very safe for work, but I wasn't working here at the time, so it was okay.
And my last Caps fact, just for before we get into showing off ESET here, if you've ever played against the bot Scroll Lock Fury, that was me. That was a joke on Caps Lock Fury. So that was the
I was Caps Lock Fury before I was Hi-Rez Caps. So
shall we get into game then? He says.
Yeah.
Yes, let's do it
confidently as we hopefully switch the laptop and I have audio wicket. Hello. I don't hear audio.
No audio. Yeah.
Okay. Bear with me. This always happens every single time. There we go. So here's a little look at ESET in game. Should I just spam some abilities first of all, or is there anything you want to say first of all, Caps?
No, you can just spam some abilities. I think the effects, we just kind of got through that giant explosion. But
yeah, it's still a little bit big on the explosion.
Enormous particles, but that's getting good now. Yeah, you can just kind of see what everything looks like.
So Wingust, obviously, first ability, second ability, Spirit Ball. Yep. We've also got the Silence and Shield.
Yep.
Shield to your teammates. And then obviously the ultimate as well.
Yes. Yeah, and then that has some cool treatment to it, like as it charges up now. You also can see the eye at the top. Moving your camera a little bit. Yeah. That shows you also like as it's filling up.
Oh, so you see that fill up as time goes on.
It's when you deal damage in that area or anybody takes damage in that area, it counts up and it fills. So
we'll be able to see that a little bit later on, hopefully, once I get the command in as well.
Yep.
So first little look at this then. Let's go through each of the abilities in turn, I guess. I mean, we know the standards of this.
If you're new to the game.
You're new to the game, you don't necessarily know, but the auto attack chain, here's a little look at it. I will notice, I love the swooping of these auto attacks too. Have you noticed how they like curve in from either angle?
Yep. We had to do some vector math for that.
But she has obviously the AoE attack with a little bit of a cone on the third of her abilities. So there's a look at that. And then her passive as well, which is a wall of text. Used to be, still kind of is.
It's a bit more complicated now.
Okay.
Because we've added more things.
Yeah, this is her plus ones really.
Okay.
It has to do with her enhanced basic attacks. You can kind of see it at the bottom there. If we just want to talk about her plus one, I can talk about that
go right ahead. Go right ahead.
So ESET has these enhanced basic attacks. The goal here was we want her. She's kind of a god that got played in every lane in SMITE 1 at some point, even jungle. And we wanted her to be like a pretty strong mid-mage, but also give her a +1 that sort of flexed into these other roles.
Okay.
So I worked off of her enhanced basic attack. Now, when she hits targets with her Wing Gust or her Spirit Ball, so 1 or 2, she gains stacks. And you can, I think you have some right now if you... if you hit a god, it's just her face right now.
So now you have 4 stacks, and then when you attacked...
Yes, when you attack, you use those.
Okay.
So when you get
stacks. And it absorbs.
Yes. You're not seeing any damage right now because you don't have any intelligence, but it does scale off intelligence.
Okay.
It's extra damage based on your intelligence on that enhanced.
Oh,
You cut us all.
Did we have...
I touched something. I'm sorry.
Oh,
you all still
okay.
hear
I was
us?
like, did you
It
cut
looks
us
like-
off?
Okay,
or-
sorry. I was trying to turn up caps because people wanted me to turn up caps, and I was.
Is my... I
Give you mic
also
a
might
little
just
bit
have
closer.
the mic a little
Yeah.
too far.
Sorry, I pushed the wrong thing.
I'm not.
I'll get some
100%
intelligence real quick just for you all. What should I get? Just a rod is fine.
Sure. Just any intelligence. Yeah. Right now.
Just to show the extra
Yep.
damage.
So on the enhanced basic,
Yep.
you get extra damage scaling. Right now, it's 10% per stack of invocation you have, which
Okay.
invocation is a new buff. So if you hit a couple times, you get some stacks, and then you can use the enhanced attack and get some
You
bonus.
see the bonus damage coming off there on the auto attack. So 4, it goes up.
Yep. So also with this +1, whenever you wing gust, your next attack becomes an enhanced attack.
Oh.
You skip your attack chain
Okay.
to it.
So if I just wing gust, do I have to hit a target first?
No, it becomes an enhanced basic regardless.
Oh,
of
that's awesome.
But you only get the extra damage boost if you get the
Yes,
stacks.
if you've got stacks, which you can get stacks through Spear Ball or Wing Gust. With Wing Gust, you get 1 per projectile that hits, so whatever the first target it hits will be a stack. And then Spirit Ball, it's however many targets you hit. You should get a stack for.
Okay. I don't know if I really lined up these bots.
Yeah, they're a little bit
maybe
far
not.
apart.
It's fine. I try. Okay, so that's all. Basically, where all the +1s have really fallen here is
Yes.
towards the passive, mainly auto attack based.
Yeah, it's based around that enhanced auto. It's not meant to be like a hunter, right?
Yeah.
She's not supposed to be like, I'm a carry now.
Sure, sure.
But this is like a extra clear, extra just like burst for
Yeah.
like if you come in with like sort of like a poly proc.
And I guess that's kind of one of the reasons we've looked at that is probably because Issa's got a ton in her kit already across all the abilities.
Yep.
How do you really find a place that needs a +1 to an extent?
Yeah.
She's a very high CC mage, which is why we see her a lot in support in Smite 1. And
Yep.
you know, her aspect, spoilers, will lean her a little bit more in that direction. But when you have so much CC in your kit, there's only so much that we can do to give you other things. And
Yeah.
I think
Yep.
that this is a good +1 that's fun to play with. It's a neat little mini game. I like +1s that are mini games. It's like I charge it up, I expend the thing.
Yeah.
And it's fun.
And part of the reason I went for it is we didn't want to like change her kit flow too much. I think like I love playing ESET in Smite 1.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to make her like, oh, now you just don't want to channel Wing Gust because you want to get like, because there's always the option, right, of like, oh, 1 Wing Gust hit does a different thing than 2.
Yep.
But then you're like totally changing how the god plays. So we wanted it to be like pretty unintrusive to her regular play style, but still give her a bonus in like each role that she might play.
Okay. So with that, all that are solo +1s from memory. Is there anything else to mention
Yes,
on
for
those?
+1s, that is it. Actually, she does have 1 extra one.
Okay.
I forgot about until just now. Her Wing Gust usually just gives her immunity to backpedal.
Yeah.
We gave it to side strafe too.
Okay. So you can move side to side.
Yes.
As
She's a
quick
bit
as you did
faster
before.
when she's channeling the Wing Gust. She can be a bit more elusive because before she was pretty slow moving side to side.
Pretty
Move
cool.
around as well. Okay. So there's a little look at ESET on the first half. Is there anything with the other abilities we should go through real quick, other than just showing them off, obviously, which we've done?
Yeah, we can just look at the extra things they do. They have, you've got new shield effects on the 3.
Yeah.
The ult has, there's totally new effects for that. It used to just be like some glowing lights, but now you've got those hieroglyphs and they look really cool.
They do.
I actually like them a lot. But yeah, otherwise her kit's pretty much intact from where it was in Smite
Okay.
1, but
Yeah.
that's her with her +1.
And we didn't talk about her other old passive, where when she sees people die, she gets like a
Yes.
HP5, MP5 aura, and that's still there.
Yes, that's
Still
still
part
there.
of the kit.
The little a bit extra there is her +1 invocation buff. Why this tooltip became so long is that at 5 stacks you can get another stack of invocation, and at 10 stacks you can get up to 6 stacks of invocation. It starts at 4. So early in the game you'll be able to get to 4 stacks of your +1, and late in the game you'll be able to get 6 stacks of your +1.
Awesome.
Just
Makes sense.
double checking over all my notes here real quick. I had to put them on my phone. So this. Here's got marks. Okay, and then do we go into the aspect now, or?
Yeah, let's.
Yeah, we can
do
showcase
aspect now, and then we'll look at.
I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
I've already forgotten what the aspect is, so this will be fun. Just
Oh,
to
can
turn
you
on.
show the alt charging? Is like maybe.
Oh yeah, the ult charge.
Yeah. What do I need
you
to
might
do?
want to spawn a bunch of bots in a really small area because
Okay.
max level, it's a decent chunk of damage to fully charge it. So.
Oh no, having a bad day. Please. Spawn.
Oh yeah, you got a lot.
Odin 220. Okay, now what?
Yeah, throw your ult down, then just wing gust all of it.
Hiya! Oh, you do see it charging. Okay.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah, it looks really pretty. And
It does. It's a lot of
work
damage too.
really hard on this. Yeah, it's super smooth.
And if you've never seen this god before, her ult grants damage mitigation, right, for everybody standing
For all
in it.
allies
For
inside
all
of it.
allies standing inside of it. And then it heals allies when you detonate it and damages enemies when you detonate it. So it doesn't actually do that much damage if it's not charged up, but it can do a lot of damage when it is fully charged.
Yes, at full charge, max level, you get 3 times the damage and healing out of it. So you want to fully charge it if you can.
Yeah.
And it counts all damage in the area. So if you have minions that you're damaging, they'll charge it up. If you're fighting an objective like fire drive,
Yep.
you can charge off of it.
Okay. Having a day.
Yep.
Spot,
So
spot.
I
Okay.
think that's probably most of what you need to know for ESET. I think we'll probably mostly see her in mid lane in her base kit.
Yes.
Is that fair? Okay.
In her base
Expectations
kit,
are-
I would expect mostly mid. People will probably flex her. You can flex her into like jungle, because she does have very high CC and she can gank pretty well.
Yeah.
But I expect mostly mid. She has really good clear and she fights well there.
So aspect from memory.
Yes.
I don't remember how to do the command. What was the command?
It's test talent, and then
Test talent.
ESET, and
If I
then
spell
you'll
right.
probably see the autofill.
There we go. What does this do? Should I just
Okay,
fire
so-
stuff, or should I just?
This one, the effects are pretty similar, but
Okay.
we're going to add a couple more effects, I think, to it. But it's called the Aspect of the Life Warden. This is support focused.
Okay.
So first things first, Dispel Magic, you can just shield your allies without hitting an enemy now. So
Yeah,
if you
so
just
just
cast
3
Dispel
on
Magic
nothing.
on the ground, hey, your
Oh.
allies have a shield, and so do you.
Man, this is great for if you're terrible. Support players are terrible at hitting abilities, so this is good.
You still don't get the silence though. Like there's a
Sure,
downside for missing it.
This is more for, like, say you're supporting, you want to, like, go take an objective, you can
Yeah.
shield people now. You don't have to find a
You don't have to hit
target.
a target to be able to do that. Okay.
It does shield less, so it shields 70% because
Yeah.
she usually gets 30% per. It's the same opposite. It's you subtract 30% from her. But you can use the shield now. On top of that, there's a second component of the shield now. It applies a second buff called Transference.
Okay.
When you hit Wing Gust,
Yeah.
for like attacks on any enemy, you will heal all allies that have Transference.
Oh.
So-
okay.
You might want to switch teams because I think you can't see the heal unless
try
you
that. Did that work? No. We'll switch teams.
set team and then
Oh, set team. And then
Yeah.
2.
all right. Now you
Okay.
Yeah,
So now if I
3 and you 1. You're healing.
my wing gust is actually healing based off the fact they've got a shield. So they need the shield
Yep.
first of all, right?
Yeah.
I'm
If
not
they don't have the
using-
shield, they don't get the
Well,
healing. Well,
the
if
buff
they don't
is
have the buff
separate.
from the
So
shield.
you need to get
Yeah.
the shield on them, but once they have it on them, that buff exists for 4 seconds. So
Okay.
your Wing Gust hits will heal all allies with it. This doesn't care about range or line of sight or anything.
Oh,
if
really?
they have the
Okay.
buff, once the buff is on them, they will heal. So you could get the buff on an Athena. She goes across the map. You're still healing her.
Yeah. Okay, so out
this
of
does
interest in
heal-
that, is there a range situation on that? So like if I'm over here doing minions, does that? Oh, I can see the
No,
heals
you
going
can
off.
still heal from over there.
Ooh,
So
okay.
there's once the buff is on them,
Interesting.
it's on them.
But he said it lasts for 4 seconds, so
Yes,
you have
4
to,
seconds.
You can't just wing gust multiple times.
Sure.
And I did see a question: does it heal yourself? It does heal you. You can see.
So you get a heal from the wing gust too. So this, I guess, it does put him in more of the supporty role of giving shields out,
But
a bit more
wait.
from silences, stuns.
When you win
Goodness.
gust, you do something else too.
Yes. If you
There's
look,
more?
Yeah, if you look at your allied Odin right now and
Yeah.
you wing gust,
Okay.
you see he gets a little buff under him.
under his
You're
feet.
spreading.
Oh, I see.
You are spreading your move speed bonus to all out.
I'm spreading. So she gives movement speed to teammates?
Yes.
Goodness.
So she gives her same movement speed bonus that she usually gets is now an aura around her. So
Yeah. Okay. That's kind of awesome. And how long does that last? Just as long as she's doing the wing gust?
yeah,
by
as
the
long
looks
as
of the
she's
display?
wing gusting.
Okay. So
Which,
you just give them a bit of a speed boost as you're getting aggressive, or
yeah, it's short, but we've definitely used it. It's come up in playtests where we've been a bit out of range, and then we got into range.
Okay.
And the other thing that you said it changed about this was that the scaling for her new
Yes.
basic attack passive is
Her
or enhanced
basic
attack.
her enhanced attack, it doesn't scale off int anymore in this aspect.
Okay.
It now scales off protections from items. So not your full protections. So you'll get none if you don't buy any protections. You'll do no bonus damage.
Okay, but you need some
But
sort of protection. You get a scaling bonus.
When you
from
start getting protections, your enhanced attack will spend the invocation buff to do extra damage based on your protections.
that. Okay. And you still get scaling on the one with intelligence as well? Just
No,
by.
one does not scale off intelligence
Okay.
anymore in this aspect. It doesn't scale at all. The damage is just the flat damage. That's
Okay.
it. The heal does scale a little bit based off health from items. So again, it won't scale unless you build the health.
Okay, so if you're building health and defenses, you're going to see some scaling for these
Yes.
abilities. Otherwise, you won't see any scaling from these.
Yes.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yep.
Awesome. So definitely an interesting take on Tina in the support role. I do think maybe she could even be used in that mid lane, but not be bringing a ton of damage, I guess, or solo lane even as well. Yeah.
I could see this going solo or support mostly. I don't think most people would run this mid. But in solo lane, she'll be able to box a little bit. A lot of solo lane ESET players didn't build a lot of intelligence anyway, so it's going to be good for them.
A quick question from chat. Will her aspect 1 be tagged as a healing ability?
Yes.
Okay. I guess that would be the case, but
Yep.
just check.
She will get all of the healing bonus items, so you can grab a regrowth striders or part ward.
Very cool.
Awesome.
I think she looks great. She's been really fun to play. She's felt good for a long time. Really excited to see what you guys think about her on PTS later today.
Later today, the key word there.
Yes.
We believe we should be having the PTS after this
Basically,
show.
as soon as this show is over, PTS
Yes.
should be up with this and everything else we're about to talk about. But,
Yep.
I think maybe we should go into her Ascension Pass because we got a lot of stuff still to talk about.
I agree. Come back to cams real quick. Bear with me. Hello.
Chat's starting to get antsy. They want to hear about the Moonlight.
The Moonlight.
Yeah, but
we'll get into
we
that.
intentionally didn't do the Moonlight first because we figured people would filter in a little bit slow, and yeah.
Yeah, we wanted to stay out of Conquest just for that. So.
What's her tier for assault tier healers? Random.
We don't have the right tiers, do
We don't have a one for her yet.
Okay.
We'll
figure that out. is the
yeah,
answer.
that's something that we've questioned. We're going to give her a tag, but we haven't decided on what level yet. I think her healing overall is a bit less than like super dedicated like healers.
Yeah.
But she's also got a lot of CC and she's a really good support, so it might be worth just bringing up her tier anyway.
Somebody in chat says, I gotta know about the moon. It haunts me, Kilgoon. It haunts me. That's
The
great.
moon.
We'll get to it.
Well, here's a little look at ESET.
Looks so good.
Goddess of Magic in game, and we'll have a little look at
Yeah,
her masteries.
if you have not played her or seen her in Smite 1 since her name was something different that led to demonetization, she did get a remodel at one point in Smite's life, so we were able to work off of that newer model and update that. I think the metallics look really sharp and bright, and it just the feather textures look really good. Like I think this is a very, very good model. So.
Well, here's a look at the mastery path. I'm not 100% certain of all these, and I don't think some of us here have actually seen them.
Yes.
Of some of these mastery path tracks. So we'll be going through this live together. Here's a look at the shadow version.
That's nice.
Available in game 2. Alongside, obviously, you get the Ascension Pass max protections.
Okay.
Reach max protections in Aura Protection Field. Okay. And also the Ascension Reward. Then you've got the clap emote.
Love it.
Classic little clap. Objectives destroyed as one of the trackers. God assists multi-detonated.
Hit
Yep,
3 or more gods with the
with
detonation
Spirit
of Spirit
Ball.
Ball. That's hard.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's supposed to be the hard tracker. So
Or grouped up on the goal for you if you're lucky or something like that. Or
Yep.
maybe on an objective.
Ooh, Onyx. Real good.
Honestly,
Yeah, it
that
looks
does
really
look
cool.
clean.
Yeah.
Black and gold.
I
Always
love the
looks good.
gold like tips.
yeah, I like how all of her masteries turned out a lot actually. So
Little look at the black. And then we've also got the opal version.
yep, Opal looks really good.
Yeah, that's sharp.
I love the wings.
We've gotten so good at metallics now. Like
Yep.
we're getting I'm very excited.
Yeah, the glow on the halo is crazy. There. Okay, look at the open, and then we were discussing this before we came in. We don't know what this is. So we'll find out.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you went with. The dead people.
Okay.
Is that what it is? Okay. I was like,
right.
I don't know this reference, but okay.
Yeah.
We had a few options. This is one of the good ones.
All right.
Okay. Then we've also got the wave, classic wave, in there as well. Next up, we've got the god title, which is magical. Of all things, shockingly.
Should have been demonetized.
that should have been the case. That should have been the case. God kills another tracker, and then we've got the mastery, which is that's still work in progress.
Not done. So probably the frame also not done usually.
But we also have
Radiant is done.
Oh, that looks so
it
good.
looks
Oh my
really
gosh.
sick. I love the Radiant skin.
Yeah.
a little spin round of that too.
That's
for the
awesome.
Radiant.
Look at the little effects inside the wings, like that material.
Beautiful. And I guess this board is still being touched up
that's
as
on it.
well. And obviously, you get diamonds if you complete the whole track too.
And if you have the Ultimate Edition of the Founders Editions, you will just get this for free when you log in.
Ta-da!
So-
Get the Founders Edition if you don't have it. We'll come back to cameras real quick as I work out where we're going next after looking at the ESET.
Next, I feel like we should probably go into Conquest.
Okay.
And talk about our new Conquest feature, the Moonlight phase.
Okay.
We've been working on this for a while, trying to find something that would kind of mix up the core loop of Conquest in a way that felt fun and interesting and new, but not like overly disruptive to, making it something it's not. So
yeah, we didn't want to for this, we didn't want to just completely change the mode, right? We didn't want to be like, oh, hey, you're just playing a totally different game now. So it's a pretty high level feature. It was intended just for Conquest. We're making it there, but this is a pretty big game-changing event. But it's not happening constantly. It's not the whole time during the match. So we wanted to make sure of that.
Intended to shake up gameplay during the phase of time, not something that's always on, and causes the entire game and mode to be different, is somewhat opt-in. So if you're in a side lane and you need to farm or whatever, you aren't necessarily forced to participate in this mechanic, but you can do so in a way, and it will be good for your team when you do. There's a lot that went into this in terms of gameplay and art. Some of the art is not quite final for what you'll see today, but we want to get it out on PTS and let you guys play it. So we'll talk about some of that as we go through it. And like you said, right now this is Conquest only, but we do, theoretically, if it's well received, we could adapt parts of it into other modes, but we wanted to start with this, and it was designed first as a Conquest feature.
Yeah, even if it's just the aesthetic, it is something that we could move into other modes.
Yep.
But right now, it is just, we made it for Conquest. It was always intended to be Conquest. It does come with some very aesthetic changes that people are probably going to like and be like, oh, I want that in another mode. We're not against that. It's just, it is Conquest first. So.
Bear with me.
Okay, I'm bearing.
Yeah. Keep talking about more.
Yeah, once we load in.
So I am loaded in, but I'm just checking everything is working correctly. First
Okay.
Is all.
Yeah, and when we say it's somewhat opt-in, kind of what I mean by that is it is a feature that if you as a team, you'll always want to do it, but you don't have to do it. It's not something you're fully forced to, right?
Yeah.
So while the mechanic's going on, you could choose to just push your lane. You might get some towers down, that kind of thing, if your lane enemy leaves and just stays out there. So, but very much, it is something that you'll want to do.
Yeah,
if
here we
you
go.
can.
Okay.
Just double check my audio is correctly working again, but we should be good at it.
So, first part you can see at the top of the screen. Is
Yeah,
the
so
timer.
what you show at the top of the screen there is a timer showcasing that we're currently in daytime.
Yep.
Not nighttime. And then I can speed this up. Just for context, when we were loading in and I got in game before minions had spawned, it didn't show. So I was like, oh no, is this not going to work? Oh no.
Yeah.
So we're going to speed up a little bit and you'll see the time slowly moving forward.
And you might not be able to see kind of the details, but there are little stars that appear in that, little sun rays, and I think it's a nice looking little UI element. And then slow us back down.
Just in time.
Yeah, don't go too fast.
Yeah. So the first nighttime starts at 6 minutes.
Yep.
So we've got another 30 seconds here. So
the whole idea of this is that we're going to feel a little bit more like the map's a little bit more alive, but also this can influence the game in some ways and actually bring into play some new items that we'll bring about too and some other options for the future potentially.
Yep. Yeah, there's, I guess, do we want to talk about
I just want
that stuff?
I just want to
Just
see.
showcase.
We got
Just
10
see
seconds.
the night first. Yeah, we'll just
Hard
wait for
countdown.
that
Yeah.
7,
night phase to
6,
start.
5, 4.
Where's the sun gonna go? Hopefully this works out great. Here we go. Oh, it's got dark. The moon.
Nighttime, the moonlight descends.
What are these?
Moonlight
Oh,
descends. So we are
okay.
now in the nighttime phase, and you'll see that there's in the UI in the middle. There's it's 0 to 0 right now.
Yeah.
What does this mean? Well, now that it is nighttime, your objective is to collect moonlight shards, and you do this by fighting over these moonlight crystals that are in the map. You can either just attack them to drop the crystals, or you can push spacebar to interact with them and drop all the crystals at once.
Yep.
Now, these are basically giving your team, every time you pick one up, you get a little bit of XP, you get a little bit of mana and health healing. I don't think they don't give gold anymore, right?
I think
No.
we took that out. But yeah, you get some healing from it. So even if you're not pushing for the shards, you might be able to get a little bit of sustain from it. I've gotten that for sure. Like while I was traveling to another lane, I grabbed some just for the healing that they gave. So it's not. You're trying to beat the other team when it comes to the amount of shards gained, so everybody's going to be fighting over these. They're in all lanes. You can see them on the map. You see
my
those
shard
little
counters
diamonds.
going up here. My moonlight shards counted.
And it said in 30 seconds the ritual starts, and you see if you look towards the middle of the screen,
Yeah, there's a
big dial that's filling
straight in front of you
and
here.
counting down towards when the ritual site opens. This is, once it happens, this is a contestable capture point that will grant your team more shards for holding it.
As you can see, the
And
dropping
this
on the
is
ground here. Yeah.
kind of the main source of shards most nights, I would say.
Yes.
So technically the beginning of the phase when you're getting shards, that's going to give your team like an advantage when the capture point opens.
Yep.
But ultimately, it's going to come down to what team is holding the point.
Yeah.
For who's really going to, win the night most often.
I believe you can't win just off the shards on the map currently. Besides, just nobody ever contested the point because you could just be in the lead off. But if somebody's contesting the point, they will eventually win if you don't stop them somewhat.
So now it's contested. As you can see, no more shards are coming down as we're currently contested at even numbers. But I'm pretty sure if I just put another cheeky buddy here, you'll see that they should. Or maybe
No,
it's just.
I think it's just contested. Yeah.
Hell yes. So as long as you stand on it as a team, it's kind of similar to a beacon in a weird way of what we used to have back in SMITE 1, of that contestable point. But eventually, these will keep dropping, and as you can see, the bars are continuing to fill up. I will showcase real quick on the left-hand side here. You can see, I'm just going to ping that over there. You can see there's one over on the left-hand side as well of these shard objectives to capture.
Yeah, and you do spawn more shards the more people that are in the point.
And so now
and the enemy can pick up the shards if they get in there and grab them.
So I could walk in here and take these shards that are on the ground, basically, is what we're saying here, if they're not picked up in range.
Because you have minions stopped, we aren't going to be able to see what the reward is.
I turned off minions, guys.
Yeah.
So I wonder if I turn it back on, it will fix it.
Maybe
I'll break the game. However, at this point in time...
Yeah, so basically at the end of the night, whichever team has more... The goal is to get to 100.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you get to 100, then you have completed the ritual, and your team is going to get a pusher in each lane, like a special minion.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you get to 100, there's also going to be a special consumable pickup that spawns in the middle of that capture point in the middle of mid lane.
Yeah. If you want to show this off, you can just power killer those Odins. They won't respawn. So.
Will that even help?
Yeah, if you go to the next night phase, you'd have to go there too. But
okay, I can fix that for you.
If you kill a couple Odins, go to the next night phase, then you should be able to.
Tower Killer 1?
Tower Killer True.
Oh, True.
Oh.
Yep. But yeah, kill those guys, and then the next night phase you'll be able to capture it and show off.
Okay, I'll do that real quick. Oh, speed up.
And you can spawn some off the point just for the consumable if you want to show off what that's doing too.
Do it.
So one other thing that you'll notice now in the second night is that there will be more moonlight crystals across the map. So as the game goes on, more crisp. See, there's a couple new points that have been added that weren't there last time,
Yeah.
above and
Oh, I
below
see those, yeah.
The
Gold
fire
Fury and
giant, the
Fire.
Gold Fury, yeah.
And I think they spawn a little bit later.
Yeah, they do. They take a
Well,
little
lucky.
bit of time to spawn.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's more shards around the map the later nights.
This time we're screwed up because we're
yeah.
messing
Yeah,
with
yeah,
time
yeah,
in this
sorry.
game. But one thing that you will basically notice is that at the beginning of night phase, you don't want to run mid as soon as night starts because it's
Too
the
early.
point isn't open yet.
Yeah, you'll be too early and you'll end up having
Yep.
more fun. So, but taking the stuff in the jungle is going to be important to try and take these shards to gather them up, ready
Yep.
for the objective, which will spawn soon.
Yep, you definitely want to try and get that advantage if you can because it does help your capture a lot. Like if your team's like half health, you can still get the point just off of the fact that the shards heal you and they give you the advantage, so you don't have to hold the point as long.
Okay.
Yeah, and so you're collecting the shards to get to 100 to fill up the meter in the middle. So right now we have 15 versus 0 for the enemy team. When you have full teams, this goes a little faster because people are collecting shards across the map, obviously. And then,
I think you can send the point 2 to get more. Yep.
yeah, one thing I will note also, just in terms of the visuals right now, while we're waiting for the point to open. Oh, it's open now.
There it is.
It's a little bit bluer, I think, than we intend it to be
Yeah.
currently at nighttime. So that's something that we are still working on.
Yep.
Oh, maybe it's not letting you capture. Oh, there we go. There we go.
I believe, yeah, we were messing with different like volumes, like fog volumes and stuff, and so this is brighter than it used to be, even in our dev test. So we're gonna be making it a bit darker as well.
Yeah, just a little bit. The minions aren't done.
I did turn them off, I swear. Don't blame me.
Oh yeah, you turned on.
Should fix it, right? Just reuse the command.
I don't know if
I'll
that
do a
command
restart
will
if need
work
be.
anymore.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's just the
But
way of
wait,
showcasing
just
this.
keep- I think
I'll
we
stay in
just
here.
keep still
I'll
getting
The,
it,
the
and then-
pusher might still spawn. The minions, I don't know how easily you can turn them back on.
Watch this be the case.
I'm not actually sure if that command will affect the pushers because I think they're on a different.
Yeah, and this is obviously a lot of XP going to one person because there is a single person here, but normally this is going to be split more among your team.
Yeah. If you manage to get this on your own, good job. But the odds of having enemies against you in this is not going to be simple to get all these drops that you're seeing here.
Yep. Generally, you'll have teammates too.
And okay, our team has won the ritual,
And then
the ritual of the full moon has dropped here in the middle of mid lane, and when we you can pick this up. This is kind of like Fire Giant Dagger.
Okay.
This is one of the elements that I would say is the most still in flux about this design.
Yep.
We wanted to put this out in PTS to see how people feel about it, but the exact reward that is tied to this might still change further. But right now, what happens is when you use it, it the tooltip text probably isn't correct at the moment, but it converts all shards carried by your teammates into a movement speed buff for 30 seconds. Which gives 0.5 movement speed per shard.
Yes, you have 157.
So you're going to be zooming for 30 seconds when you use it.
Zooming.
It also, can you spawn some enemy gods real quick?
Yeah, got one around the corner.
Spawn one around the corner.
And when you use it, it also reveals all enemy gods for 5 seconds and summons a star strike at their location.
So I'm going to produce it now. You can see the Odin bot over the wall too. And you can see that land in there as well. Oh my god, I'm so quick.
Something to note is that those don't auto hit. That is not just to do while
I'm zooming.
it creates a circle. It's kind of like the old meteor.
Yeah, it's dodgeable.
So it's a dodgeable AoE. It shows up on the ground beneath you, but you can walk out of it unless you're stunned or something.
Yes.
Now, for context, this is 157 shards.
Yeah, which is not how many a person will really get.
You're gonna
I just want to make sure that was clear. But if you go around collecting them all, you could potentially get to that point.
You could get a lot faster, yes.
So right now, those star strikes, if they hit you, will deal 0.75% of max health per your level as magical damage after a 0.5 second warm up that allows you to dodge it. And if you are hit by the star strike, you are revealed for an additional 5 seconds. So it continues to reveal you if you're hit by the star and you take some damage.
Does it? Is there a cooldown on it, or does it expire? Rather, I guess
it lasts for
the consumable portion.
I don't believe it expires, but I'm not sure.
I don't
have
that
do
before the next one spawns.
It might. I'm not sure.
Kind of like an FG dagger, but I can't be.
Yeah, I'm not positive about that.
I was gonna
go for it.
I was just gonna say, well, I don't know if we fully want to move on to it, but I do know that we wanted to say just there is with this.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to go fully into items, but there are items coming with this that do interact with the Moonlight phase. Right now, there's a couple existing items that are already in the game that are getting some extra bonuses during Moonlight phase, and also there's 3 new items that work with the Moonlight phase.
Which we'll definitely go into full detail on Friday. I mean, I think we can touch on them slightly, but the idea of this is that during the Moonlight phase, we'll have actives that will be available and be empowered during the Moonlight.
Yeah, and I think we can kind of briefly talk about the 3 new items. One thing I want to talk about before we get into the items, though, real quick, is that one other thing we didn't mention is that at the end of the Moonlight phase, each team member is going to get 1 gold per shard that their team collected during the phase. And both teams get this whether you win or lose. So you do still want to be trying to collect shards, even if you are behind.
Because you get gold.
You're going to get gold out of it.
And XP.
If you lost and you had 80 shards, you get 80 gold to your whole team.
So. Okay, that's kind of cool. So
also,
really more powerful. Yeah.
Also, as a note, just alongside that items thing, I guess it's a little bit to preempt, but we did think about adding like bonuses to gods, because I figure a lot of people are going to ask about that.
Like ESET nighttime.
We have nighttime gods. We have gods of the sun. Like, well, should they get bonuses? We thought about doing that.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work, and it can cause a lot of like problems, and it becomes really muddy, right?
Yeah.
So. Because if we want to give them like benefits during the Moonlight phase, that just becomes like a strictly +1 thing for the character, right?
Sure.
Yeah, so it's a +1 on top of a +1.
Yeah, because they're already getting things for coming into SMITE 2. But then we're like, okay, well, if we give them just a +1, do we do a -1 during the daytime? And then it's like, okay, well, the daytime's longer than the nighttime, so does the nighttime. And it became a really complicated, sort of muddy question that wasn't like super clear. And it became sort of less interesting and more just about balance at that point. So it's something we are thinking of, and like we're thinking of touching upon it and like doing stuff that might do that, right? Like we could still add some things with gods, but right now it's just the items and the map feature itself. But it's not something we're like closing the doors on. It's more just
I think we also just want to see how people like
this in it once.
You know,
this is more get it implemented, test out a new feature with it. But this kind of opens. I think I mentioned this a couple of updates ago. I'm like, I feel this kind of opens the ability for us to investigate into that in the future. But for the interim, is kind of like get it in first of all, and then continue to reiterate on it, and maybe see things in the future.
That was the goal. Was we want to get it in. We added the items feature to show some kind of ways we could do that. But we didn't want to go all into the entire God roster and do all this stuff because you're just throwing all kinds of crazy things out there.
Yeah, and I'll read 2 things real quick. You know, somebody's like, I want snow and rain too. Yeah, this is kind of the first version of this feature. We want to see how people feel about this in general, and then if this is a cool angle to take the game that people likes, there's a lot more that we can do that expands upon this. Whether it's adding more things to day-night or whether it's adding additional twists on it. But this was kind of the first out that we felt really good about and wanted to ship to players and see how you feel. Another person said, Bobby Hertz says, what about items that give a bonus effect during night? Welcome to our new items.
That's what we're doing.
Showcase which one?
Let's show. Can we show our 3 new items real quick?
Which one are we going with?
So we have. Here, let me go to my other document.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna go super into the items, but yeah, we can show off. Like, I think one of them is Eye of Erebus.
Yeah, Eye of Erebus is one that was teased by Clumsy already, and since he has spoiled it, we should definitely show it.
Which kind of just goes into exactly what we're discussing here, which is nighttime. So on use, spawn a watchful eye the last 30 seconds, and enemies enter the range. It fires a seeking projectile. Obviously magical damage in the slow, but you can see during Moonlight phase at the bottom there, each time you deal damage to a god, 2-second cooldown off this item. So during nighttime, it's going to make this available more often to be used.
Yeah,
you can place it way more often.
Yeah.
Or even just if you don't want to place it immediately, just you can use it before nighttime, and then during the nighttime you're gonna get the cooldown.
Yeah.
Clumsy says we need to show this.
Oh yeah, we can show the effects.
You can just use it like.
Oh, just here.
Yeah, just use it on the ground. You'll see it. There's the Eye of Erebus.
Creepy eye. Yeah, and then if an enemy goes in there, then they'll get shot.
I'll try and spawn a bot.
Yeah, I think you can just shoot it at an Odin right now, and I think it's working. So on bots. I'm not sure with bots because sometimes they have weird.
We'll check. Hit him. Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, there you
worked.
go.
Outside the range? Was he outside the range? He's just
outside. Yeah.
Yep.
Inside. You see it fire off there.
And yeah,
Pretty
you can fire off multiple ones if you are able to, right? So
Sure, if you get the cooldown by
if you're during
spamming
nighttime
abilities.
and you get those cooldowns really fast during nighttime, you can have multiplies.
Yeah.
And it does 15% of max health, so it's a really good anti-tank item.
Actually, it is 15%, isn't it?
Yeah.
crazy.
Do you want to show the other two new items real quick, or just talk about them? Because I feel like people are going to play them on PTS.
They're going to see them later on.
We'll go more into details on. There's a couple other existing items that have changes for day-night, but there are two other new items just so you're aware of them for PTS. The first one is called Chandra's Grace, and it's that one right
there.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chandra's Grace.
Yeah. So it's max health and CDR. And every 30 seconds, your lowest health ally within 8.8 meters gets 15 health regen, 15 mana regen, and 0.2% off of your cooldowns every 0.2 seconds for 4 seconds. So a pretty strong cooldown refresh plus some good health and mana regen. During Moonlight phase, you will also get that buff when it goes off.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool.
Cooldown reduction in health is base, but regen and very supportive. Yeah, for sure.
It's a cool support item for sure. And then Shibulban Effigy is pretty
names.
cool. Yeah, tags are wrong on it. Good call. We're still getting stuff in, guys. XIB.
XIBA.
There you go.
There we go.
Okay, so this gives you physical protections, magical protections, max mana, and mana regen. When you use it, you will take 50% damage for 4 seconds. Afterwards, you will then take that damage as physical damage. So it kind of delays you taking the damage, and you cannot drop below 5% health from that damage.
Okay.
During Moonlight phase, you only take 50% of that mitigated damage back to you.
Yeah, so that basically makes it a 25%, right? So
Okay, so my damage is reduced by, the damage taken is reduced by 50% for 4 seconds.
Yes.
However, and also I will take that damage as a dot, I guess.
Afterward, yeah.
Afterwards.
So after it happens,
after the 4
you
seconds,
take
all that damage back.
So
However,
it delays the damage.
if it's
heal,
nighttime, that is less damage I'm taking.
Yes,
Cool.
during nighttime, you only take 25% of the damage.
Okay.
Basically.
Clumsy says that we need to go over the 3 existing items too. So I will.
Okay.
I will
Pull them up real quick.
Pull them up real quick. Okay, so we have Helm of Darkness is getting it. Because it's dark.
Helm of Darkness.
Not Helm of
That's
Radiance. Helm of Darkness.
I'm sorry.
During Moonlight phase,
while
you are stealth, you get plus 15% movement speed, and pass through an enemy god, deal physical damage equal to 15% of your max health.
Yep.
So you can be stealth, running through people fast, dealing damage.
Okay.
Yep. If you collide, you run through somebody and they just get bursted.
Okay.
So.
And then you appear behind them and then stab them in the back.
Yep.
Perfect.
Screeching Gargoyle.
Screech, yep.
During Moonlight phase, it becomes a point-blank AoE, so it hits people around you instead of just in a cone.
Yep. Oh, so it's AoE now. Yeah. So nighttime AoE rather than just cone.
The silence lasts another 0.5 seconds.
Okay.
And it gives an additional minus 5% protection. So instead of 10%, it's 15%.
Gargoyle's stronger at night.
Yes.
Yep.
Cool.
And lastly, we had to have a little bit of love for some damage dealers in here, I guess. We need the Reaper.
Did we?
Yep, the Reaper.
What's the Reaper do now?
The Reaper, during Moonlight phase, when you hit enemies below 50% health, you get a stack of 5% lifesteal, max of 4 stacks these last 6 seconds. And no, the Reaper stacks are lost when you die. So you do not lose your max stacks if you die during the nighttime.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can int during the nighttime.
So more deadly at night, which kind of makes sense, you know? How does it say? Okay.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a weird sentence, but we had a hard time wording it. And if you guys have better ideas on how to word it, we can always update these things. But this was good enough for PTS. That's the items that are affected by night as of right now. As we said, we can expand what Moonlight does in the future if people are excited about this. If people hate it, we'll go back to the drawing board. But we think it's a lot of fun. We want to see you guys playing around it. And having fun with it. But it's already 1:46 and we have a ton of stuff still to talk about.
We do. It's going to be a long show.
Let's go straight into something else that we are currently looking at.
What we looking at?
What just happened?
Yeah, what's going on with Cabrakan?
It's Aspect Cabrakan, also known as
the Rotund Jotun.
Yep.
The aspect of the Rotund Jotun.
Can we talk about where this originally came from, which was, in my opinion, from my memory, it was Pond walking over to you, Kilgoon, going, so I've got this idea about, Fat Loki, Cabrakan.
Yes. It is this is Fat Loki Cabrakan. We wanted to do an aspect that essentially turns Cabrakan into the fat Loki that you've always wanted. It's always been the joke that he kind of plays like a fat Loki.
Yep.
But we were like, what if we push that more in this direction? It's pretty good. That's all I'm going to say about it.
Yeah, it's pretty strong.
So number one, his ability 1 now will stealth you.
Yep.
But you're only going to slow enemies that you hit when you punch and not stun them.
Yep.
So you're losing the stun on the 1. So it's not about stunning. It's about, but I can now stealth and get into combat. Pretty good.
Yeah, you have Tower Killer on.
Like,
That's not how much damage it normally does.
Chat, don't
everybody.
This is true. This is exactly how it plays out in playtest. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Okay.
The 2 is your your 2.
Cabrakan.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I lost my.
Yeah, I was trying to find the notes too. It's been one of those days today, guys. We've got so much going on. I apologize that we're not as prepared and clean as we should
I have my
normally
slides.
be.
Hold on.
It's a huge patch. We'll be here as long as we need to be. 1, stealth.
Refresh.
And then 2
The 2
is the wall slam.
Yeah. So his 2 also does not stun now, but it will deal bonus damage when it's charged. I believe. The
215, 170. There you go.
Yeah. The 2 more shocking things. You haven't even seen the more shocking
Yeah.
things, chat.
Yeah, it gets crazier.
Can you cast your 3?
And 3?
Your 3.
Just here or over there? Or here? Or
Yeah,
over
I
there?
mean, pick a spot.
All right, sure,
Just
we'll
pick a
do it
spot. You summon a vision of Cabrakan doing tremors at range, dealing damage and slowing. So it's not going to vortex anymore, but it does slow a little bit and it deals damage. I believe it's only the final strike that slows.
Yeah.
And the final strike does more damage. So get out of there before the final strike, or you will take a lot of damage. Yeah.
Yep.
Final strike also, I believe, scales off of int.
Yes.
So if you go int, like poke tremors Cabrakan, it is a menace, in my personal opinion. And then for the ult, you teleport to a target location before casting Tectonic Rift.
There's no way out.
I can move. That's crazy.
The walls do have less. They only have 1 pip now, so they're easier to take down. So it's not
as strong,
not
and
quite as strong in that regards. But yes, the Rotund Jotun will be making his arrival into Smite 2 with this update.
He will be. He will be.
And I see chat saying, okay, well, now we need the Fat Loki
Yeah, we
skin.
need that skin.
Well, good news.
Chat, today's your lucky day. Can we go take a look at some travelers, please?
Yes, we can. Bear with me. I'll just go back to the
Yeah, it would have been a
messages,
big
get
mistake if we hadn't done that.
Yeah.
Well, that was all part of it, really.
I'm going to be real, chat. We actually delayed this aspect so that we could get the Fat Loki skin in
True.
for it. Because we were like,
unironically, that is
we were
the
like,
reason
it's
we did
not
it.
as funny if we don't get the skin. So, and not only is it's a traveler, like we're doing with basically every classic skin these days, and there are some prisms that come with it that are maybe some of my favorite prisms we've ever done.
Yeah.
Are you're still getting there?
I'm getting
Okay.
there. I'm getting
Let's see. Fat
Here he
Loki.
comes. In all his glory.
Here he is.
Ready for combat.
Yeah.
Fat Loki's back.
Fat Loki is
is
back.
back.
He looks great. He's included with Traveler, same as these always are. He'll be available as a normal classic skin later.
Yep.
But his prisms are riffs on other Loki skins.
I didn't notice that, actually.
So
Yep.
you have Jokey Loki, Fat Loki.
He's available. And ready to go. We also have...
You have Grim Mariachi, Fat Loki.
He's a little rotund. You're right. Yep.
You have Loki Charms Loki, Fat Loki.
Lovely.
And I think there's I don't remember what this is. Click on it.
Okay. It's the
Oh,
ward skin.
a
that's
Fat Loki ward skin. There you
Frozen.
go.
Oh, that reminds me. That's the Star Wars reference, right?
Uh,
I see it as Han Solo.
yeah, it's a little bit. I get
That's
that.
what I saw straight away. I was like, oh.
This is part of the reaping because, like I kind of teased a little bit, like you dress up for Halloween. This is kind of We were like, it kind of makes sense for the reaping.
It does make sense.
You can get a pumpkin in here if you are still collecting things for the reaping to get Slaughterhouse Chalk.
Yep.
Or if you are already at Slaughterhouse Chalk, you'll get like a free skin chest roll if you go over it for each pumpkin. So it's pretty sick. There is another traveler in this update.
Oh, is there now?
There is. This is also the theme of dress up. This was an idea the art team had, which kind of is fun and allows us to do something else, which I'll talk about in a second. This is Little Thanatos Cupid.
I love this skin.
It's kind of silly.
Bear with me. I'm just trying to make sure. So obviously placeholders on some of the stuff on this.
Yeah.
Right now, just so
The
heads
hard
up.
art's not done yet.
not fully-
Yeah. But here's a look at Little Thanatos Cupid.
Yeah, Little Thanatos
It's mini Cupid.
Yeah, he's
but it's Thanatos.
dressed up as Thanatos for Halloween. And I believe the voice pack for this is very much like Ragnatoskr, where it's the Cupid's voice actor trying to be like Thanatos.
Yeah.
So it should be pretty fun. The other thing, let's go to the other free thing in just a second. Let me explain it first.
Sure.
As part of this, there has been a ton of feedback from the time we updated Cupid's model in Smite 2 that the voice just doesn't work with Cupid.
Sure.
So we're going to be updating Cupid's base voice pack in this update to a new voice pack that we think fits better and is more updated. But with this, Traveler, you're also going to... We want to make sure you still had a way to use the old voice pack. So we made kind of a dumb skin.
An additional one.
An additional free dumb skin.
Is it dumb, though?
It's Big Head Cupid.
We brought Big Head
what
back.
they wanted.
It's obviously, it's not trying to look like the old skin. It's just trying to be a little bit silly. And if you want to hear the old voice pack is still on this skin.
Okay.
There'll be a way to get this later if you don't buy the Traveler because people want the old voice pack, yada yada. But should be fun. And then there's an announcer pack as well for Little Thanatos you see there. And then the prisms for this one, they were like leaning into the idea of him being Thanatos and what he would want to do. So they're kind of like Thanatos mastery colors.
Okay.
So click on the first one.
Yep.
So we got Onyx Little Thanatos.
Okay.
He doesn't have the mask in this one.
Sure. See his eyes. Then,
There's Opal Little Thanatos.
Okay.
And lastly, there's Shadow Little Thanatos.
Okay. With the
So
mask back.
these are kind of fun. It's a little bit goofy. It's a little bit troll.
And a pumpkin also available in this
And
one
you do
too?
get a pumpkin. This because again, kind of reaping-ish.
Yeah.
That's I think all we have to say about the Travelers. I think they're pretty cool. They're fun Travelers. If you like having fun, you might enjoy these Travelers. There's also a cross-gen skin in this update.
Okay.
We're almost done. We're almost done with the cross-gen skins. I'm so excited. This is for Mercury.
I'm glad you said his name because I was trying to find it.
Yeah. So Mercury is he got a cross-gen skin in Smite 1 that was called Hell's Fury. Most people don't even remember this skin because it kind of came out late. It was part of the Infernal Honor event, or I think that's what it was called, the year-long one.
Oh, I don't remember what we called it, but yeah, it was very, very late into the cycle.
And where he's kind of like a demonic hell spawn thing.
And reminds me of a fire imp.
And I think like Ben might have actually like touched this up a little bit more from like the Smite 1 model because he was like, I could make this cooler.
It is definitely touched up from what it was in Smite 1.
Yeah. So I think this turned out pretty sweet. If you own this in Smite 1, you will just get it in Smite 2. That's how cross-gen works. If you don't and you buy it in Smite 2, you'll get it in Smite 1 if you ever choose to go back and play Smite 1. This is it's just a direct purchase cross-gen skin. Buy it if you want it. I think it looks cool. The effects on the it's not called Now You See Me. What's it called? Major Look are pretty cool on this skin, I'm going to say.
Okay.
We're not going to go in the game for these skins because we're already almost out of time and we still got more stuff to talk about. We don't have that much more. Can you go to the
Where next?
The supporter store?
Supporter store.
Yeah.
What was I was looking for here? Just go to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a new thing in the supporter store. I don't know. Can you see it? Yeah. So there's a Halloween teleporter VFX bundle. If you want to get in the spirit of the holiday, there's a flaming pumpkin teleporter effects.
And there's also
or we've also turned the Boo Buddy into like a flying,
ghostly flying
teleporter VFX.
Awesome.
So support a store if you're new to Smite. Like when we were very first doing this kind of Smite 2 thing, people asked us like, hey, can you give us some stuff that we can buy to help support the game that isn't like, the normal stuff? And we were like, this is a place for us to do that kind of stuff. Not meant to feel like a thing you have to have. So we don't put like skins in here. But, if you think it's cool and you want to support the game, take a look and pick it up. I don't know what the final price is going to be. I know what I think it's going to be, but I'm not sure, so I'm not going to say it.
I just realized it's showing in my client, but obviously
you can't see because there's our cameras.
Should I move the cameras?
Yeah,
Is it your choice?
Yeah,
No,
I don't know if that's right. But
okay, that's why I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure if like PTS pricing is usually wrong on stuff, so I think it's probably not right, but we'll see.
So let's keep it at 18.
Yeah, I thought.
Does that mean we're doing too good of a deal, chat, or is that too much?
I thought it was going to be about 2,700, which is like 2,000, or excuse me, which is about $2 or $20. Excuse me.
Okay.
So 2,700 gems is about $20. I thought that's about what this was going to be, but I'm not 100% sure that that's where they ended up. I don't set all the final prices. So, cool. Other stuff.
Next stuff.
I already talked about Cupid's voice pack. We talked about the new items. Voidworm Kukulkan, if you had that skin previously.
Yeah.
That we are also going to make it into a traveler in this upcoming update because people just like buying travelers better than they like buying direct prisms. So if you already own one of these prisms when the patch comes out, you'll get this traveler for free.
Okay.
We're not trying to take advantage of you.
Yep.
And thank you for supporting us earlier. But if you did not, you can now get all three of these prisms plus Voidworm Kukulkan in one purchase. So just a nice little thing. There's also a badge in there, which is new. So if you want the badge and you already bought one of the prisms, cool. It's just there for you. So,
okay.
There are also some improvements to the lobby. I don't think we can show lobby because we're in dev and we would give away gods.
No.
But
we can't.
We're continuing to make that a better experience. Some of the main things you'll see in this update will be the bans and pick order have been moved to be kind of over where the chat window is, so they're less kind of in the way. We've added like kind of a glow around the edge of your screen when it's your turn to ban or to pick to help you know that it's your turn to take action. And there's some other things that are in there too. And the last thing that I have is there is a major new Conquest feature in this update. So we thought, hey, probably a good time for a ranked reset.
Yeah, we're doing a soft reset.
Yes.
As part of the kind of what we're doing is we mentioned this before. We're going to try and make our soft reset so many times a year and then a hard reset once a year. We're going through a soft reset, but I do know that we did some adjustments to the soft reset this time. I don't know if you have those down.
Yeah. So what I have is what's going to happen this time is that if you are a demigod, you will be dropped to Obsidian 1.
Yeah.
If you are a deity, you will drop to Masters 2. Every other rank will drop a division and a tier.
Yeah.
And you cannot drop below Plat 3. So if you're Plat 3 or below, you're not going to
get effectively Plat 3 or below, similar to what a soft reset is. However, what we've really done is just taken the demigod deity divisions and the people just in between that and adjusted that you do get a bit of a different impact, an equal impact, because everyone was just being reset last time to the same level. So we're giving a bit of an advantage to the ones that have really ground just to give them a bit of a breathing room there.
Yeah, and like it's trying to make it feel like a little bit more less screwing up ranked for several weeks after.
Yeah, correct.
And there will be badges that go out as part of this update to reward you for your performance in the last split. And I believe that we're going to be able to reward those based on your highest rank achieved, not your current.
Yes.
Correct.
So we believe we've figured out how to do that. So you should get a badge for the top rank that you achieved in the last split. People are like, what about my loading frame? We do loading frames once a year.
Yep.
The loading frames will be in January. So
target when we do the hard reset for the year start, whatever date that will be, probably around January, just to be clear. I'm not going to guarantee that, but it will be loading frames for the year based off your highest achievement through the past year.
Yeah. And that I believe, is everything. I was able to kind of speed run the back half.
Yeah,
of the
we
show.
went all over the place
There's
with
so
this.
much
There's
in this.
so much stuff going on.
There's a lot of stuff, and as always, there's other stuff we're working on. But this is the stuff that we were able to. There's also balance, which we're going to go through on Friday.
Yep.
Because there is a lot of other balance beyond just the new items and whatnot.
And a lot of that will be in PTS today. If you log in this afternoon, you'll be able to playtest everything we've showcased here. But also, you'll probably feel some of those balance changes that have come through too.
Could you bring up my slideshow, please?
Yes.
So
you created a slideshow. Is it going to be as good as the usual ones, or is this?
no, people yelled last time because I posted this to the SMITE game Twitter, and people were like, "This is the most unprofessional shit I've ever seen in my life. You should go kill yourself." And I was like, "What the fuck, dude?" Like, I just was trying to
Welcome to the internet in 2025. Yeah, it's just is what it is.
So anyway, I tried to make this a little bit nicer looking than I normally do with my slideshows, just to recap everything that's in this update, because I plan on posting this to Twitter later. Coming in OB21 on October 21st, we have new gods with aspects. We have ESET with her +1s that make her auto attack enhanced that does more damage. We have the ESET aspect of the Life Warden, which lets her heal allies after she's given them a shield and give them move speed with Wind Gust. We have Cabrakan's aspect of the Rotund Jotun, which will basically make him Fat Loki. I put it at the bottom. He's literally Fat Loki.
Yep.
Next, we have the new Conquest Moonlight phase. Moonlight falls, an in-game UI element indicates time of day. When it falls, the new objective loop happens. Collect Moonlight shards. You fight over the crystals. You destroy them. You get the shards. Complete the ritual. The shards you collect give you a head start towards your team's goal, getting to 100 shards. A capture point in mid lane unlocks that you must fight over to finish the ritual. And then reap the rewards. Reach 100 shards to release a lane pusher in each lane and spawn the ritual of the full moon consumable in the middle of the ritual point. If no team reaches 100, the team with the most shards gets pushers, but no consumable spawns.
You get good at this.
Blasting through it.
New cosmetics. We have the Fat Loki Cabrakan Traveler with prisms of Jokey Loki Grim Mariachi and Loki Charms with a Reaping Pumpkin. We have the Little Thanatos Cupid Traveler with Big Head Cupid and Little Thanatos Cupid with Onyx Opal and Shadow Prisms and a Reaping Pumpkin. There's Hell's Fury Mercury Cross-Gen, which, you can see in the bottom right corner, and the Halloween Teleporter VFX bundle. Next. There are also a bunch of other new features. We have a soft ranked reset. There's a new voice pack for Cupid. There's 3 new items. There's the Voidworm Kukulkan Traveler, and there's continued lobby
and much more.
And much more. This is a pretty quick thing. I apologize for people who are like, this is missing my charm. And it needs more clip art.
Sure, but it's been a long show.
It's been
already.
a long show.
And again, just to be clear, I think we rushed through this because there's a lot of stuff coming out. We're still working on things to get in for next for this update as well. So as soon as we get off air, we'll be going to do those things. And then we'll still be coming back on Friday. We can take more questions on stuff that you've seen today. And additionally, the balance will be with us on Friday as well, so we can have a look over that. Even if you're experiencing it in game, you can give us some feedback already.
Yeah. Yep. So I appreciate everybody who takes the time out of their day to watch the show and listen to us, talk shit for an hour.
Yeah, definitely.
And reveal the upcoming stuff. We hope you log into PTS now-ish and give all this stuff a try. And log into the game on Tuesday of next week when all of it goes live. Well, the aspects will go live a little bit later. But the major new Conquest mechanics and ESET and all the other stuff. One more question, or are we just going to call it? It's already over.
We could do one more question real quick. It's time for
real quick. One more question.
Okay, we'll do one more question. Just try and get it out there.
Also, it's been 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
It has only been 2
It's
weeks.
been 2 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks.
Hasn't it been
Thank
2
you.
weeks? I do want to play out as well with a lot of this stuff that we've been discussing too. This has already been in the works with the team for a few weeks before the community started to go, we're not getting anything. I just want to make you aware that we are always working on stuff, but it doesn't come to fruition until we're ready. We didn't speed things up in any regard, in my opinion, based off what the feedback was. But so you guys know, when you guys are requesting things in game, we are probably already working towards that. Similar to, the Wandering Market coins and utilizing those and getting better systems in place. Mm-hmm. Similar to Conquest needs some revamps and some refreshes. The team is working on those things, okay? It's not just reactionary, which I know a public opinion might come across that we're just reacting. It's not necessarily the case.
No, we're pretty proactive. It's just sometimes things take a little bit longer than we would like. So we want to make sure that they're at a good place before we ship them to live. Maybe not like done, but like at least good enough where we're like, this is pretty fun. Let's see what the community thinks. So
yeah.
Cool. You got to pick a question. Everybody needs to pick a question.
Caps, how are you enjoying being on the God porting team? Or working on those?
Well, it's been fun. ESET's not technically my second.
The first one got delayed.
The first one is
and has not been announced
here
yet.
And we haven't said
I don't know
anything
which
about
it
it.
is. Okay.
One
So,
of the remaining
it's on its way.
goddesses. Yes.
But
Okay.
yeah, it's been fun. It's fun because ESET especially is a character that I just loved playing anyway. She was like one of my mainstay characters, so it's fun to just think about like, okay, what can we do to like update her? What can we do to like give her something that's a bit that. The +1 was a lot of fun to work on, just to be like, okay, because I got some feedback that's like, we want something that like can flex a bit. And so it was fun to think about like, okay, what can I give her that lets her flex but doesn't ruin her play
just
style?
overdo it. Yeah.
And it's a lot of fun. I kind of had a lot of the skill set already.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, I knew
You build it over time without realizing it, sort of thing. Yeah.
Sort of that, and sort of just like I've done like little side indie projects, so like
Okay.
I knew a bit about blueprints already, so I was kind of coming into it like, yeah, sure, I'll do this, and it's been fun. It's like a kind of like a puzzle solving thing for me. So
I'm gonna take two quick ones. Is Chandra a Magic the Gathering reference? No, Chandra is the Hindu god of the moon.
Yes.
So it is a mythology reference, not a Magic the Gathering reference. And somebody says, any teasers for OB22? Guys, come on. We just got through 21. No, but we did say Sylvanas, right, is the next god after ESET.
That's your tease.
So that's your tease. I don't know if Sylvanas is on at PTS. We'll see when you log in. He might be.
he shouldn't be.
I don't think he's supposed to be, but
if he is, I think there's going to be.
Yeah,
other
I think he's
things
not
on
quite done yet, so he should
that
not
are
be
definitely
on.
not ready.
That was the case.
So, he will be. Josh says that they're testing him. So,
okay. So we're specifically turning him on.
Yeah,
Okay,
so we are
then
specifically
good.
turning Sylvanas on for PTS. So you can take a look at early Sylvanas in the PTS. And he still has a lot of stuff to do, but Sylvanas will be available for PTS, which is pretty exciting.
Yep.
That was both questions, right?
That was my questions. Did you pick one?
I already gave mine to Cass.
Did you do one?
He did one.
I did
He-
not
he-
do one, but I
Go
kind
ahead.
of did yours.
Go
so-
ahead. Go ahead. One more.
I don't know. How do you?
Sylph and Sylph Aspect will be on PTS.
Ooh.
In case you want to give it
Aspect will be on too.
Aspect-
Sylvanas
It's live now.
Aspect is also on.
Okay. Okay. It's
Which-
a hunter aspect. Sylvanas.
I'm not sure on it, to be honest, but
Give us feedback.
Give us
Because we
feedback.
did a play test today and like it was swinging. So Sylvanas will be available on PTS today, along with Aspect Sylvanas out of the blue. Test them out, have some fun, give us some feedback. Remember, Sylvanas is not out yet. He's not coming with this update.
Yes. He's rough.
still work in progress. So before you're all like, this is terrible, I don't think it is, just to be clear, but I'm just pre-warning already, okay? Enjoy the PTS this week, because it'll be fun and thrilling for everybody.
Yeah, and people are asking, what about the three goddesses? I'm not telling you that today.
You
I told you so much. Come on, guys.
Somebody else said, I'm rubbing off on you now because you're like, get out of here, chat. And I'm like, yeah, you tell them. You tell them. They need to learn. Anyway, thank you so much to everyone who tuned in today. We appreciate you all. Enjoy the PTS. We'll be back on Friday for another Titan Talk, going over balance, and probably discussing some of the things you found in the PTS this cycle. Caps, thanks for joining us. I'm sure we'll have you on again, where we can talk a little bit more, answer some more questions.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, enjoy yourselves all, and we'll see you on the battlegrounds. Goodbye.
Have a good one.